Dear sisters, brothers, and beloved soulmates, I am Ramon Krishna Vadapalli, the owner of this channel, dedicated to promoting a moral and spiritual society worldwide. Our main objective is to share the epic story of the Mahabharata, which serves as a rich collection of spiritual and moral teachings. This includes the Bhagavad Gita, a profound source of enlightenment for all humanity. I kindly ask all viewers to subscribe, like, and share this channel to support our mission. The Mahabharata comprises a total of 589 stories, each contributing to our understanding of life and spirituality. Please subscribe and share and support me for more likewise. Thank you. Yours, Vadapalli Ramon Krishna, ancient yoga trainer. With the grandeur and success of the Rajasuya Yagna, the prestige of the Pandavas had reached its peak. The city of Indraprastha was filled with splendor, devotion, and glory. Dharmaraj Yudhishthira was now not only a symbol of righteousness but had come to be revered as an emperor throughout Aryavata. But while the fame of the Pandavas was spreading far and wide, a fire of jealousy, hatred, and discontent was beginning to burn in the hearts of the Kauravas, especially in Duryodhana's heart. Duryodhana, who had been astonished by the prosperity and power of the Pandavas during the Yagna, could no longer bear it. Like a storm-gathering force, a scheme was beginning to take shape, a conspiracy, a trap that would lead the Pandavas' shining fortune into a dark and perilous turn. What followed next, Maya Sabha, Shakuni's deceitful moves, and that infamous game of dice, would take the Pandavas to the harshest test of their destiny. First Argya. On the day of the anointment, Bhishma approached Dharmaraja and said, "My lord, the kings have gathered here for a long time. Therefore, offering Argya means a ceremonial offering to all of them and honoring them. The first Argya should be offered to the one who is the most powerful among all." Dharmaraja agreed and replied, "Grandfather, you decide who that most powerful one is and to whom the first Argya should be given." Upon being asked, Bhishma declared that Sri Krishna was the most deserving. As soon as Bhishma said this, Sahadeva prepared the best and most splendid Argya for Sri Krishna. Krishna accepted it with grace and in accordance with the scriptures. However, this act did not sit well with Shishupala. He was displeased with the decision of giving the first Argya to Krishna in such a manner. The irritated Shishupala gets frustrated. Unable to bear what he perceived as disrespect towards himself and others, Shishupala rose from his seat in anger and began to criticize the Pandavas' actions, condemning their choice of honoring Krishna first. "O Pandavas! What did you see in this Yodava that made you offer him the first Argya? With what merit did he deserve this honor? Is he aged? Is his father Vasudeva still alive? Is he even a relative? He is not closer to you than Drupada. Is he an Acharya like Drona or Kripa? Is he a Ritvij like Vedavyasa? Did you honor him as a king? Are the Yadavas even considered kings? Is it right to bestow the first honor on someone like him while ignoring those who are more deserving? We all agreed to pay homage to you, Dharmaraja, acknowledging your righteousness, not out of affection, but simply out of fear. In a royal assembly where the deserving should be honored, how can one without a kingdom, without even a royal umbrella, be the first to receive an Argya? You offered it to someone unfit, someone not even worthy of such a gesture." Turning directly to Krishna, Shishupala insulted him further. "Krishna, this Kaunteya, Yudhishthira, is naive. He is nothing more than a harmless man, known only for his asceticism. He honored you without understanding your worth. Don't you know that you are no better than a dog? Just like a dog sees fallen havis, sacrificial offerings, as fortune, you take pride in receiving an Argya that was never meant for you, claiming that there is no one equal to you." As Shishupala continued to hurl insults at Krishna, the atmosphere in the Yagna Sabha grew tense. Dharmaraja looked toward Bhishma, unsure how to respond. Observing Bhishma's anger and sensing the fear building in the assembly, the elder statesman of the Kuru dynasty finally spoke, very quietly, yet firmly. "Dharmaraja, that boy is merely ranting. Do you think I would have approved of offering the first worship to Sri Krishna without reason? If so, let him, Shishupala, try to achieve even a fraction of what Krishna has done." An interruption in the Yagna. As soon as Bhishma finished speaking, Sahadeva stood up with unwavering determination and declared boldly, "O great kings! We have paid the first Argya to the incomparably powerful Sri Krishna. If any king here cannot tolerate that, let him come forward, I will trample on his head." Drawing his sword and raising it high, he roared like Kalarudra, filling the entire Yagna Sabha with tension. Shishupala, already fuming with rage, was further incited by this challenge. The elders in the assembly quickly scolded Sahadeva, saying, "O Nayana! The death of that Shishupala is already destined to come at the hands of Vasudeva. In such a situation, how can this lack of restraint and excessive emotion be fitting for one who is fated to die by Krishna's hands?" While these words were still echoing in the hall, spoken almost like a prophecy and a taunt, the Kedi king Shishupala, devoid of discretion, turned his fury towards Bhishma and began rebuking him harshly. An interruption in the Yagna. As soon as Bhishma finished speaking, Sahadeva stood up with unwavering determination and declared boldly, "O great kings! We have paid the first arghya to the incomparably powerful Sri Krishna. If any king here cannot tolerate that, let him come forward, I will trample on his head." Drawing his sword and raising it high, he roared like the birth secret of Shishupala. Grandson Bhima, Bhishma began, Shishupala's death is not tied to a secret of his birth, but to a deeper mystery, one that must now be revealed, as the destined time has arrived. He continued, this Shishupala is the son of Krishna's maternal aunt. At birth, he had 3 eyes and 4 arms, an unnatural form. At that very moment, a divine voice echoed from the skies, proclaiming, "O couple! The person in whose hands this child's 3rd eye and extra arms disappear will also be the one to kill him." News of this strange child spread quickly, and many people came from far and wide to see him. They each took turns lifting the child, but the deformity remained unchanged. Eventually, Balarama and Krishna visited their uncle's home to see the child. As soon as Krishna lifted him, the extra eye and 2 of the arms vanished. At once, Shishupala's mother realized that her son's death would come at the hands of her nephew, Krishna. Overcome with emotion, she began praising Krishna fervently and pleaded for her son's life. Moved by her devotion and love, Damodara, Krishna, granted her a boon. He would forgive 100 mortal insults or offenses from Shishupala before taking action against him. Nayana, Bhishma added, here in the presence of the Pandavas, he is rapidly burning through that boon with every insult. What use is counting up to 100 when the one being insulted is Vasudeva himself? Yet still, don't be angry, my child. Upon hearing Bhishma's words, Bhima calmed down completely. Meanwhile, Shishupala, undeterred, continued to hurl insults at Sri Krishna with increasing venom and arrogance, hastening his own downfall. Lord Sri Krishna kills Shishupala. Shishupala, still seething with rage, did not stop at mere insults. He challenged Sri Krishna to battle. "Krishna, if you have any courage, come fight me. Today, I will kill you and the Pandavas who foolishly trust and praise you. Didn't I make a promise to my mother, your maternal aunt? How many of my offenses have you forgiven under that vow? How many have you not? You pretend to forgive out of fear, but what kind of man are you, really?" Shouting these words with increasing fury, Shishupala hurled accusations, his voice rising with each insult. At that moment, Sri Krishna remembered the vow he had made to Shishupala's mother. He calmly turned his Sudarshana chakra and addressed the assembly. "O learned ones! As per the promise I made to Shishupala's mother, I have forgiven 100 of his sins. Today, his limit is reached, this is the 100th offense. Now, before your very eyes, I shall end him." Saying this, he released the divine chakra. The mighty Sudarshana chakra flew with blinding speed and beheaded Shishupala instantly. As his body fell lifeless to the ground, a radiant light emerged from Shishupala's form and merged into Lord Krishna, signifying liberation. The reaction in the royal assembly was mixed. Some kings were outraged, others murmured with discontent, and a few sat in furious silence, realizing they could do nothing. Only the wise understood the divine nature of Krishna's act and found peace in his miraculous justice. With Shishupala's death, the primary obstacle to the Rajasuya sacrifice was removed. Under the calm and capable leadership of Krishna, the rest of the sacrifice continued without hindrance. In time, Yudhishthira, along with his queen Draupadi, performed the Avabhrita Snana, the ceremonial concluding bath, and emerged as the officially anointed emperor of Aryavata. After the grand sacrifice, the assembled kings took their leave and departed for their respective kingdoms. Lord Krishna also returned to Dwaraka. Bhishma, Drona, and the other elders left for Hastinapura. However, Shakuni, Duryodhana, and a few of their close associates lingered in Indraprastha, indulging in celebrations, yet in their hearts, a storm of envy and resentment was quietly gathering strength.